All right, let me talk about cheating again. All right, I talked about it on so many different occasions, but this would be a different video. I seen a podcast from guy Truth, and he had some women on there talk about revenge cheating and how they didn't know any better and they're divorced. Let me let y'all know something about this, man, that most older women end up finding out, right? When you, first thing, when you leave your cheating husband, right? And this is just going to be completely off key for a minute. When you leave your cheating husband, think about this. If he was cheating before y'all got married, what makes you think he's going to be honest or he's going to stop cheating before you marry? Now, if you figure that, he cheating and I want to hurt him and take all his money in divorce, okay, cool. You know, you want to give him his karma, you want to expedite his karma. I'm not mad. I mean, I ain't mad at it. I think it's petty. I think you wasting your time. And the other dynamic is women love guys that other women want. That dynamic really doesn't work amongst masculine men. Mostly masculine men will mess with, pass around and hoes. And that's where the misconception gets between women and men. See, women would be like, well, that girl with the BBL, they showing her all the attention on social media, so I got to get a BBL to get attention, right? I got to be naked to get attention. They don't understand that ain't the attention that they want. That's not the marriage attention. Now, if you do got some guys that are wife a hoe off the sex. In most relationships, when you young, it starts off because of the access to sex and the sex. That's how most young people get into relationships. You get older, you can't afford that. Okay. So they don't really understand that aspect of it. They never can get through their head. It's just the attention to fuck. You know what I'm saying? And they might say, well, every guy looks at us and they want to talk to us best off sex. But then again, you got to understand, when he start vetting you and start having a conversation with you, every guy will look at you for sex and be like, oh, she could be wifey. I'll drink her bathwater. And then he get to know you, and it's like, sometimes a lot of guys get to the point of maturity where they don't even want to have sex no more. They didn't learn something like, I'm good. Some guys just keep smash you. And y'all tend to chase those guys for relationships because y'all want what y'all can't have. But to the point, cheating is a totally different after effect for men and females, right? Because women value what they can't have, or they value men. They value men that other women want. Men don't value that from a woman from the standpoint of marriage and relationship. So when you leave that cheating dude, it's going to be a great chance, especially if you older or you getting divorced or you getting out of a relationship right now and you ain't in your 20s or mid to late 20s, early 20s, he's going to move on better. Like it or not, y'all can try to change the misconception. Young girls want young women. Women want older guys. Y'all can try to trick the young girls. Some of the YNs is winning and all that. Get out of here. Everybody know that ain't true. Right? Everybody know they ain't foreplaying you. They ain't really stroking y'all like y'all wanted to be stroked. Y'all teaching these niggas about foreplay. So when you sit there and you talk about sex, or you see him talking about cheating, just know, I done seen it so many times in life, that man is going to move on better than that woman is, regardless. Yeah, that woman might move on and get more sausage in her than the Detroit Sausage Factory, right? Or is it the Dearborn Sausage Factory, whatever it's called. She may move on and get but she's not going to get what she's looking for. And that's a true relationship from the guy that she want to be. The older a woman get, the more farther and further away she gets from the guy that she wanted to be with or the guy she aspires to be with. For men, as they get older, their access to women gets more broader and wider. They get more maturity, they get more knowledge, they get more money. You know what I'm saying? Women tend to like older dudes. They're more patient, they're more emotionally stable. They don't really trip out and flip out like that. So a lot of them women that was on that podcast talking about, I divorced my husband for cheating and I cheated back and all this type of stuff, right? Look at them now. Don't got a husband, on a podcast, giving bad advice on an individual podcast to other women about men. Tell me, I didn't know no better about cheating back. Yes, you did. Just leave. Just leave. You knew better about cheating back. You knew better. You knew better. You knew better. We all know better. This is common freaking knowledge, bro. You know? But it's not going to end the same. The guy is always going to move on because it's way more women. It's way more women. A guy is always going to move on. And older women back in the day understood that. Long as you know, STDs wasn't as rampant either. They understood that. They understood the genetics of a man, the biology of a man. Now, a lot of these women then got so masculine and their pride is just so high. They got all this pride. So they so prideful that they'll rather be alone and still end up sharing dick with other bitches. Being with somebody's husband, or they'll leave their husband to go be number 3 or number 4 in the man's roster slot. How stupid are you when you could have just worked it out with your husband and came to an agreement? A lot of women be starving their husband to sex and then playing the role. You know, and a lot of times it ain't even cheat revenge for women. A lot of times women cheat first. You just get caught. And I always say women can catch you because they got so much time on their hands. You know what I'm saying? And that's why a lot of people end up cheating is out of boredom. A lot of women cheat out of boredom. So if your woman, a stay-at-home woman, and all, how many times we seen the trophy wives or the housewives of rich people cheat with the personal trainer? But women need to understand the fact that at the end of the day, yeah, you might win a divorce, you might take half, or you might leave him and all that, but you're doing him a favor. A lot of guys that get out those situations, it's not fun to take care of most of these women, bro. It's not, you get nothing from it. It ain't nothing fun about it. If the woman not doing her job, if she not loving, healing, being feminine, helping you out. See, that's the thing about it. You don't really, because most of the older dudes, when you get older, you get a conscience. Your conscience start getting there. You understand how it's hard to find a good woman to value, right? And if this woman is a woman of value, you ain't gonna cheat on her. At least you're gonna think 4, 5, 6 times before you cheat on her. She a good mother. She raised the kids. Y'all don't argue. You love her. Y'all do stuff together. Y'all go out to eat. Y'all can hang out in the house all day in COVID and not argue and play board games. Y'all do a lot of different things. Raise y'all children. Y'all understand the budget. Y'all understand we talk through things. But a lot of dudes be cheating because y'all cut off sex, right? It ain't that the sex is mundane. Y'all cut off sex. Y'all always want to argue. You always want to nag. You know, you run the house is hostile, not because the kids jumping around. The house is hostile because of your attitude. You selfish. When you mad, nobody in the house can be happy. When everybody in the house mad and you happy, that's all that matter. You ain't cooking, you ain't baking, you ain't being productive, you ain't making that man lunch, you ain't keeping the house clean. More times than not, you know, shit. God to tell the nigga to cheat. And I say that jokingly, but real talk. Y'all, a lot of y'all dry dudes to cheat. Don't keep yourself up no more. You know, you put too much on that man's plate. So just know when he cheat and he able to recover from that divorce, or he, you know, you leave a good man, he ain't need you leave, he gonna recover better than you. If he survived that first year, you know, even not even that first year, but if he just to say, but he survived that year, he gonna move on better than you. You gonna be bitter at your house, you know, niggas running through you, if you can get niggas to do that at this point. And he gonna be having his way, saving his money, living his life, traveling. He gonna be having his way. So you gotta remember, the response, like the cheating is 2 different ways, bro. When women cheat, just let's say if a man cheat real quick and a woman cheat real quick. We got no light on this side. A man cheat and a woman cheat, right? It's different because there is so much more responsibility on a man's plate. It's so much more responsibility on a man's plate. And we all understand that. The man is to protect, provide, all these things. What a woman brings to a relationship, what a man brings to a relationship, the man brings so much more in the relationship. We all understand that. Women can lie, cooking, cleaning, all that stuff. I mean, most men do that on their own, can do that on their own. Or if they get rid of you, the money they say they could pay somebody to do it, right? Men bring a lot. They got to protect y'all, provide for y'all. When something go wrong in the house, it's the people looking at the man. That's just the fact. That's just the nature of the beast. So when you go out and cheat and he pouring all these tangibles and intangibles into you, it's disrespectful. He providing for you. When he go out and cheat, they really, you know, at the end of the day, people don't look at it as bad because that's a man's nature. A man ain't wired to be monogamous. Most men train themselves with discipline to be monogamous, right? Most guys get their rocks off and they're monogamous, but the difference is, it's not the same. You know, somebody running in you and him running through women is totally different. And that's why a lot of women prefer like guys with had a lot of women or been with a lot of women. But the after effects is really what I want to speak on. It's like, okay, you seen cheating and he seen cheating, right? People gonna see you as a dirty whore. He's still gonna get bitches. It's gonna still be a woman that thinks she can change him and want to wife him. Other guys gonna look at you like, this man did all this for you, took care of you, you had his children, and he cheated on you and you left. Okay, what's gonna make me any different? You can leave me. So that's what it is. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the link in the description, join the Patreon.